Welcome to another Decorate With Me for Halloween, you guys. I am so excited to jump into this video today. It is the end of Halloween and I wanted to cap off this awesome season with a decorate, a cook with me that is going to absolutely inspire you to get ready for Thanksgiving and also continue that spooky vibe for Halloween. If you're new here, my name is Lauren. I love to do things all home decor and cooking, and if you're returning, it is so good to see you. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, smash that thumbs up and let's get into it. So this year I wanted to do a bar card. I had seen so many cute ones over the last couple years, and I typically do a bar card, but I've never actually filmed a full bar card. So I'm going to be doing one this year. I picked this bar card up at Wayfair a couple years ago. I'll link it down below. It actually used to sit next to our master bedroom, and I used to keep my books and a night lamp on it, and I brought it downstairs about a year or two ago. And you guys knew in a couple of my past fall videos, this used to be filled with so many different cocktails and hard alcohol bottles and things like that that friends and neighbors always drop off when they come over. I cleared that all off and put it into our wine cellar, and I'm just going to be using this for the rest of the season to make kind of fun. Since we have a bunch of people coming over and filming this a couple nights before Halloween, I wanted to put all of these great cups on here. I love these. I've got champagne flutes, I've got some wine glasses, and I'm going to add a couple little lanterns on here just to make it spooky. During the night I'll have the lights really low, so I wanted to create some lighting effects here that really make this little bar card pop.
From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think you said enough. You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car, let me see who you are, who you really are.
So this year I've had a really fun time decorating for Halloween. I'm very, very fortunate in that we got to experience a little bit of rain here in Northern California. We've had like the craziest drought this year. So I haven't actually been able to do my porch decorate with me. I know you guys have been asking me over on Instagram. I have like at least 100 DMs asking me where is my porch, because last year was so awesome. And honestly, I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to film it this year. Every time I try to go out there, like 2 days later, we have rain or bad weather. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to it, but I do know we do have an entire 10-day spree of really good weather coming up, and I'm really excited to maybe go back and revisit some fall. You guys know those gorgeous pistache trees in front of our house turn extremely beautiful bright orange this time of year, and I just kind of want to slow down. It's been a crazy year for me work-wise and all good things, but I don't want to feel rushed to get right into Christmas, even though I'm already thinking about Christmas every day all day, but I want to take my time. So as I'm finishing up the Halloween tablescapes here at the house and just kind of getting ready to have fun with the kids in a couple days, I will be kind of retransitioning the house for Thanksgiving. So definitely stick around on my channel to check out some great recipes and just kind of get excited to slow down, really enjoy the season of fall before we jump into what will be, you know, Christmas and New Year and that wonderful time we will have cozied up with our families. So I have some very exciting announcements I'll be sharing on my channel, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys, so definitely stick around. And I think I'm going to be announcing it on my community. I may even do a live, I'm not sure yet, but I'm really excited to be sharing with you some really special things. So definitely stick around. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because I'm not really sure when I'm going to post it, but I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So now that I'm kind of finished with this bar card, I want to add these adorable little napkins I picked up at HomeGoods. I love these. You guys know this year I kind of toned things down a little bit, but kind of stuck with the Hocus Pocus theme. I did a witch's kitchen, I did a Hocus Pocus cottage in the front, and I just think this turned out adorable. I am really excited for Halloween this year. My kids are so excited. I feel like we are going to have the most fun time, and luckily all 4 of my kids are still young enough to still enjoy the season, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're going to be the Addams family this year, so definitely head over to Instagram at Mrs. Lauren Nicholson if you want to see all 6 of us and how it turns out.
Getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, but drinking where I'm buying
now that we're done with the bar cart, I'm going to take you guys in the kitchen. I had a couple deliveries come and I wanted to share some exciting things with you, and then we're going to jump into one of my all-time favorite soups that you can cook for fall that your whole family will love. I ordered a new toaster and a coffee drip set because I saw it on Instagram and had to have one, even though I don't really drink coffee like that, but who knows? I heard so many good things, we're gonna try it. I wanna thank buydeem for actually sponsoring this portion of my video today, because they are hooking me up with this amazing little set here, and I thought I'd open it and share it with you because it is the cutest thing ever, you guys. It's called Cozy Greenish, but it's like a retro toaster, but let's get into it and see what it looks like. So I have to back up and explain to you why I'm sharing a toaster with you guys before we get into this cook with me. So you guys know that I have 4 kids, and if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that every single morning I get up super early and I do Japanese style bento boxes for my kids' lunches. I don't know why, I've just always loved it, and I always feel like it encourages them to eat super healthy food. But all that being said, by the time it's like time for them to come down and have breakfast, I do not want to do full-blown breakfast. I usually do 4 things. I have a toaster out. I have a very similar toaster. Well, it died, but I had a very similar toaster to this. I usually do bagels, I do frozen waffles, and I'll do toast. What I love about this particular toaster is it has this thing called a high lift lever. You see how these, like where you push down to put the bagel in, you can actually push that up and it completely ejects the bagel. So what I was finding with my old toaster is every time the kids would put their toast in, it would pop up and they burn themselves. And it's just like, I was like trying to find something where I can say, hey, put your bagel in there, put your toast in there, put your waffle in there, pop it out, put your butter on it, and have the ability to move the dials and make it so that it wasn't burning them. And also the other thing I like about this, I have to be honest, I'm kind of obsessed with this toaster, I'm not gonna lie, but it has this effect where it actually heats up the bagel with heat and then only toasts the sliced side, and it's so fluffy where nothing is burned. This has been in there the entire time, nothing burned, perfect. I highly recommend this toaster if you are looking for a toaster. I still haven't tried the coffee pot yet, and I'm going to. I like kind of want that Instagram moment of having real coffee that way, but I'm also I still need to go to the store and pick up coffee, but I'll let you know how the coffee pot goes, probably over on my Instagram. It looks fun. We'll see. I think it was like an impulse buy, but I will tell you that is one of the best toasters I have ever tried. So I highly recommend it. We'll put it in the comments down below. So for today's recipe, I'm going to be making this amazing mushroom soup. This is unlike any mushroom soup you will ever have in your life. I'm going to be using 1 yellow onion and 1 full leek, but just the white parts. And then I'm going to be cutting up these baby portobello mushrooms. So there's 2 ways we can do this. At the end, you can either put it through a food processor or a blender and actually make it very creamy, like a cream of mushroom. I don't like that. I actually like to make it more of like a rustic mushroom soup. So I'm going to be doing different cuts of the mushroom, so like thin slices and then chopped up, and that's going to give it, like, you can almost bite into it. This recipe is so good, your kids are going to love it, so please definitely continue to watch this video because it is one of the best soups you'll ever have. So I'm going to be taking about 3 teaspoons of butter. I'm going to be adding all the leeks in. I'm going to stew that down, and I'm also going to be adding the onions. We're going to give that a good like 3 to 5 minutes on a low heat just to kind of really reduce it down and make the house smell like heaven. Now, I like to add probably in total about 6 tablespoons of butter into this recipe. That fat versus like an olive oil is really going to bring out the butteriness of the acid in your onion, and it's not going to bring out kind of the oil separation that we're going to be using cream later. So I just would highly recommend using butter. Once you're going to have the onions reduced, we're going to be adding in our portobellos, and we're going to kind of let that sit for another 3 minutes on a low heat and just kind of allow everything to saute together.
Just let it out, I'm by your side now. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong.
So once you have that stewed down, we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of flour, but we're going to add it slowly. We're going to kind of add this. This is going to connect with your butter and create almost like a roux. We want to thicken up the fat from the butter before we add our cream. And the best way to do that is to add a little bit of flour and coat everything, and it's going to give it that thickness that we really like. And it also, like I said earlier, you're going to be able to like chew into this amazing soup. So we're going to coat all that in slowly before we start adding our chicken stock and our cream. Once you've mixed in about 32 ounces of, I'm using a chicken bone broth. I just think it gives it such a thickness and richness to the soup, but you could really just use even whether it be chicken stock or better than bouillon or anything like that, just a nice chicken broth. Then I'm going to add a tiny bit of sherry. This is a game changer. The sherry is going to bring out the sweetness of those delicious leeks and those beautiful mushrooms and really bring harmony to this soup. Let that stew down on a really low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you want it to get nice and thick like this, like where it coats the spoon. Once that's done, we're going to add a cup of heavy whipping cream and slowly fold that into the soup and bring that to a very slow simmer. So I've taken a little of this soup out before I'm going to serve it to my kids. You'll see kind of where the soup, you'll see like a whole bunch is missing in there. Yeah, I already took the kids out. I was done with theirs. I only do salt and pepper for theirs, but for ours, I'm going to be adding in a little cayenne pepper. I love that, just like little hint of heat, especially on a cold night. That cayenne pepper is going to warm up your inside so beautifully. And I like to add just like a little extra pepper and salt to this. It's just the most wonderful compliment. Once you're ready to serve it, I like to add either maybe some breadsticks, or for this particular night, I just used my toaster and added some little little toast to the side, and I like to put a tiny bit more cayenne pepper on top. I just think that gives it a little extra kick. But I hope that you enjoyed this fun recipe and enjoyed this cook with me tonight and enjoyed the season of Halloween with me. It has been so much fun, but the next time I see you guys, we're going to be going right into fall and Thanksgiving. I can't wait to see you to the next video. If you're new, subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night. Or fight this or that.